Hi friends, Sandra here from Imago Dei Kids Eastside, and I'm excited to see you. Yes, you. This summer, Imago Dei Kids and our community has been talking about the fruit of the Spirit, and some of you have been joining us every week and also participating in the challenges that we have for each fruit of the Spirit. And today, we're going to be practicing the fruit of the Spirit of patience. But before we practice it and before you accept the challenge, let's talk about patience. Now, friends, we've been talking about with Miss Rachel love, and with Miss Michelle joy, and with Mr. Seth last week peace. And this week we're going to be talking about patience. Say patience 5 times fast with me. Patience, 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 patience. Yes, we're going to be talking about patience. Now, friends, what is patience? Well, I'm glad that you can ask that question, because sometimes I know the word and I've heard the word, but I don't actually know what it looks like or it sounds like. And so I've asked a couple of my friends to come and join me today about what patience is, or what they think patience is. So I have this judge, and excuse me, Judge? Yeah, yeah. Excuse me, I'm gonna get rid of this chocolate bar really fast. I was talking with Imago Dei Kids about patience. What do you think patience is? Well, I have this chocolate bar, and I love chocolate, but I was just asking my mom if I could have this whole chocolate bar, and she said, be patient. And I was like, so I can eat it right now? And she said no. So then I had to say, oh, I have to wait for it and I have to have it later? She said yes. I was like, oh, maybe that's what patience is, where I have to wait later to eat this whole chocolate bar. Yeah, so I think that's what patience is. So friends, patience may be waiting until later, maybe. Or I found this woman over here and I asked her, what's patience? Oh, patience? I have been waiting a long, long, long time and asking for, you have been asking for a new Lego set? And you've been asking a long, long time for a new Lego set, and your friends keep telling you, wait until the price goes down? Oh, so friends, patience could be maybe asking and waiting and persevering through something. Well, today I have a story in the New Testament of our Bible, the second big portion of the Bible, where Jesus tells a parable, a story to his disciples, to his followers, and Luke 18 about a persistent widow. And this persistent widow waited, and she was patient. But there was something she was doing while being patient. So listen to this story that Jesus told his disciples.
So Jesus said, in a certain town there was a judge who neither feared God nor cared about men, and there was a widow whose husband had died. And this widow, this woman, kept coming to the judge with a plea.
Oh, Judge, grant me justice against my enemies.
For some time the judge refused. No. But finally he said to himself, even though I don't fear God or care about men, yet because this widow, this woman, keeps bothering me, I will see that she gets justice, so that she won't eventually wear me out with her coming. And the Lord said, listen to what the unjust judge says, and will not God bring about justice for his chosen ones, who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will see that they get justice, and quickly.
So friends, we just heard a story from Jesus sharing with his disciples of what patience can look like. And this woman, she was persistent, and she was waiting, and she was being patient through praying. And sometimes I forget when I really, really want something, or I'm really thinking about something and it's frustrating, or maybe I'm really excited and I just want to run everywhere. Well, God tells me to be patient, and I don't know what to do. But I know that I can continue to keep praying. I can keep pursuing God. I can keep talking to Him. I can let Him know how I feel. I can let Him know what I need and what I want. I can let Him know that I trust God. And I can just let Him know that I know, or maybe I can let Him know that what He does is good and it's right, or maybe I can tell Him, I just don't know, God. And that's hard, and that's okay. But sometimes, friends, when we are patient, we need to remind ourselves to continue to talk to God, continue to tell Him how we are thinking. And sometimes it's sort of like a seed when we're waiting around for a seed to grow. Some of you know that I have a garden in my yard, and over here in this garden, I have a little seed. And this little seed is something that I put in this pot of basil. And in this pot of basil, you'll notice that there's one big basil plant that's growing and then some tiny ones. Well, friends, what happened with this is that I planted all these seeds of basil and I waited, and I also watered the basil, and I made sure the basil had some sun and also some shade. But I was waiting and waiting, and guess what? Only one basil plant came up. So I had to plant even more seeds, and I had to wait. But I continued to persevere. I continued to be persistent in watering my basil plant, and to give it sun, and to give it time. And now look at all the basil plants. All those tiny seeds have sprung up even more basil plants. And I am now waiting to put some basil in a tomato mozzarella sandwich, because I love tomato mozzarella sandwiches from my garden. So, friends, your challenge today and this week is to think about planting something in your yard with your grown-ups' permission. Maybe it's a basil seed, maybe it's a flower seed, and you're going to plant it, and you're going to water it, and you're going to care for it, and making sure it's taken care of. And I challenge you to continue to be patient as it grows. And sometimes you just have to start again. And sometimes you just have to wait. And sometimes, and most of the time, I'm reminded that I need to continue to pray. So friends, I challenge you to plant and to pray, knowing that God hears our prayers and He asks us to be persistent, just like that widow, because that widow continued to ask God to bring justice. And I know this world is unfair and some things are just downright mean, but God continues to ask us to talk to Him and to let us know how we feel and what we're thinking. So friends, I challenge you to be patient, either planting a seed or in prayer. Have a great week. I love you guys. Bye.